Hello, this video is intended for teachers to show you how to set up a Dropbox account and then ultimately how to organize student shared folders and then use those student shared folders to collect student work and then even grade and send the work back to them. Today is July 12th, so this process is accurate as of today. Okay, I'm showing you this on my computer and not on my iPad because it's actually easier to do a lot of these things on your computer, so I'd recommend doing that. Perhaps if you want to watch this tutorial video at the same time, maybe watch this tutorial on your iPad and then do follow along these steps on your computer. The first step is to go, if you haven't done this already, is you go to dropbox.com and then you'll see a screen that looks like this. And what you can notice over here on the top right is a button that says sign in. And then you will need to actually create an account if you have not already done so. Okay, and what that looks like is this. It has some of my information because I've already created one, but I'm going to show you what it would look like from scratch. You would type in your first name, you would type in your last name, and then you would type in your work email address, just like you saw mine. I have to do a different one in order to show you what it looks like. Oops, I typed that wrong. But you should not be doing this with your personal email address. You should be doing this with an email, with your work email address, your cathedralcatholic.org email address. That's what's going to work best. I agree to the terms, and I will create my account. Then you will see this. It's asking you to download the app. On your computer, if you set it up on your computer, it'll ask you to download the app, and you absolutely should do this. It is super helpful, okay? So we will hit Save File. Okay, depending on how you download things, where it pops up. Okay, so mine is here. It's going to open. Then it'll ask you to drag this into here, just like that. Then you let go, and away it goes. Okay, this is going to get awkward because I already have Dropbox on my computer, so we will see what happens. Okay, so far so good. Great. And then what happens is you'd go back into Applications, and you would, there's Dropbox, and you would double click to open it. But what you can see here is that I already have it. What this does is it'll open the app, allow you to set up the app, probably ask you to log in, and then you'll have a little icon up here, this blue one, the Dropbox icon, and that'll be super helpful for us later, but not right this second. What we want to do now is you can click on the word Dropbox, and you can see this is what your Dropbox looks like. It'll give you a tour, how to install it on your computer, which we just did, how to put files in your Dropbox. If you are brand new to Dropbox, I recommend you doing these things and clicking on this stuff and looking at it. We don't have time to do that right now. Okay? And then once you're done, your Dropbox will look like this because it is brand new. You'll have these two folders and a Get Started PDF that you can look at. Now, once you have this all set up and ready to go while you're here in the browser, what you will see is my music. No, what you will see is something that looks like this. In my Dropbox, this is what my Dropbox looks like, but you can see over here this sharing button, and there's the number 2 next to it. If your students have followed the directions correctly, what happens is you will have a number over here of students who have created a folder to share with you, and this folder is what they will use to submit assignments to you. So I've clicked on sharing, and then what I can see here, these are the folders that are currently shared with me with the students that I'm doing this with. When you're starting off brand new, what you will see is right here a number of shared folder invitations. So if I open that, you can see here's one, Student M, that's actually me. And so just to test you and show what this looks like, so I will click Accept. There, it's in there. You can see welcome to the shared folder. This is what's in that shared folder right now. Right now there's nothing in there. When your students first do this, they won't have anything in there to show you yet. Okay? Now that they have shared a folder with you, okay, what the next step is going to be is once you have all of these students who have shared their folder, in Dropbox here, nope, I'm not even going to show you that way. The easiest way to do it is once you have the app set up, we will open the app, open Dropbox folder, and you can see it looks like this. Mine is very cluttered because I have a lot of stuff in mine. But for example, what I would do is you can do Control click. Can I do File, New Folder? File, New Folder. And what happens is I want to name this folder whatever my class is, and period. So maybe I will call it, Government Red 1. Okay. So in my government Red 1 folder, it re-alphabetized itself, I would copy all of my shared student folders into that one. So you can see right here, student M is the folder from the student that I just received, that I just was able to get to by accepting the shared folder back here in the sharing part of the Dropbox.com page. Come on, come on. There we go. So once I have done that, then I will click and hold and I will drag it into GovRed1. And then in GovRed1, I will see my student folder. What does this look like? Here are all of my summer school students. This is my government summer school class, and here are their folders. Okay? So Lucy, for example, here are some assignments that she has turned in. And then Grace, here are some assignments that she has turned in. And you can see all of these things here, and I can access them on my computer. With their iPad, they're able to put things into these folders, and then on my computer, I'm able to look into these folders and see what they have. Okay. Now, how do I do this, or how do I grade it? What does that process look like? I want to see Lucy's notebook guide. I can click on it. I can double click it to open it if I want. Okay, there's Lucy's work. All the things that she did for the assignment. Great. Okay, another thing you can do on a Mac that I like is you can click this one time and hit the space bar, and that brings up like a preview view of what the assignment looks like. Okay. Now, if you are not annotating these assignments, if you're just grading for completion, this is a quick way to do it. Click space bar, looking to see that it's done. Grace did a great job. Great. Okay, Taylor, chapter 2, open. Good job. Look at all that. Okay, great. So my actual workflow process, what does this look like when I'm grading assignments? I would have open here. I tend to have Aries open on this side where I would enter grades in the grade book. Okay. Maybe by assignment. And then in here I would have whatever the assignment is. And then in here I'd have whatever the assignment is. And then what I can do is over on this side I can have it open and I can say, oh, okay, open. Ah, great, you did a great job, Taylor. And then I would go over here and give Taylor his points, whatever it is. So I can have it kind of open both places. And that's what works well for me. Now, sometimes people want to know, excuse me. Now, sometimes people want to know, what if I want to write on this and send it back to the student? You can do that. What you need to do is, when you've opened it, if it opens in preview, there's a button right here for drawing, I guess. I don't know. Then click this button for typing. And then, nope. And then you click this button. Nope, that's highlighting. Then you click this button, and it'll give you a text box. And then in the text box, you can write, good work, 20 points. And then you can see down here, if I wanted to make the font smaller, this is my opportunity to do that. So maybe it's like, oh, that's too big. Let's make it 16-point font. That's much more reasonable. Okay, I can move this little box around, things like that. Now, the awkward thing right now that hopefully might become less awkward later is, in order to save this back to Taylor's Dropbox so that he can see the comments that I've made, we actually will go print. Awesome. Save as PDF. Don't even change the names or anything. You just want to navigate back to his folder, save, and replace. Save anyway. We'll see if that worked. We just might cut this whole part out of the video. And there it is. Look at that. Now, are there better ways to do this? Probably. but that's the only way that I know to do it right now as of July 12th, which is today. Okay, hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully I didn't go too fast. This is my first shot at making a tutorial video about this, and so please let me know if you have other questions or you need other help. Thank you very much.